unexpected to say, hey, honey.
Growing up, I was very much a drama queen.
What? Long live the queen.
I was right over and crack my head. You don't talk when I talk.
I thought you used to be a drama queen.
Judge Mathis.
What can Bradley Hughes do to a man? What would you do if you woke up in Las Vegas with the wedding ring on your finger? Cry.
On Fox 44.
The first time I came into Lone Star, I had been sick, had been off work for like a week, and just needed some extra cash to carry me through. And this is where I came. I felt very comfortable about the whole process I went through. I was able to walk out with cash in my hand the very day I went in. There was no credit check. It was absolutely easy and very quick. I came in, took me maybe 15, 20 minutes. I was able to pay a utility bill that was coming due up there. Thanks, Lone Star Title Loans for being there when I needed you.
Over the years, our firm has helped many people through some pretty difficult times. I've seen good people get injured and struggle to restore their lives after an accident. I'm Steve Harrison. I've had to explain to my 4 children that life isn't fair sometimes, but that we need to stand up for what's right. Every day we fight the big insurance companies to make it right for someone who needs help. If you've been injured in an auto accident, call us at 1-800-JUSTICE. HDSM Trial Lawyers. Justice for you.
Fox 44 wants to make you a winner in our Tech Toy Giveaway contest. You can win a 32-inch flat screen TV, Windows tablet PC, and a GoPro camera. Watch Fox 44 News at 9 to learn the tech term of the day. Then go online to enter. You can double your chances of winning each day by entering on both our website and Facebook page. Must be 18 to enter. It's the Fox 44 Tech Toy Giveaway, sponsored by Texas Professional Exteriors.
During the Buy More, Get More event at Ashley Furniture Home Store, the more you buy, the more you get in free furniture. Right now, get $250, $500, up to $1,200 in free furniture throughout the store. Plus 24 months, no interest. Save on all furniture and bedding. Get free furniture for your living room, dining room, or bedroom. The more you buy, the more you get at Ashley Furniture Home Store's Buy More, Get More event. Going on now.
The girls try to skip out on their chores.
After you finish this room, you're going to clean my bathroom too. All right.
Modern Family. Thursday at 9:30 on Fox 44. Do you have a pending lawsuit that you want Judge Mathis to decide? If so, call 1-888-VERDICT or visit us online at www.judgemathistv.com.
I woke up to my son screaming and hollering.
What did you find out had occurred?
He was pushed onto the ground. That's where I was going out to see where it was and what happened.
And the defendant had what to do with it?
The defendant's son had apparently pushed my son from behind and caused him to fall.
Plaintiff Danielle Baldwin and her son, Sincere Wright, live in the same apartment complex as the defendant. And she claims the defendant's son pushed Sincere, causing him to chip his teeth on the ground.
Did you speak with him about it?
I talked to the father a little bit briefly that day. He basically told me boys will be boys. And I felt like, that's not truthful.
What did he say about the damage to your son's teeth?
He basically didn't say anything to me about the damage to my son's teeth. I addressed him as I'm loading my kids in the car to lead to the hospital or something, a dentist.
But since then, you encountered some medical bills or dental costs. You have that bill? Mm-hmm. All right, let's see it, please.
Well, I have the initial bill for him getting his teeth fixed, temporarily.
Hey, so Your Honor,
Yes.
when she addressed me, she didn't address me in the civil tone she's talking right now. She was hollering across the parking lot using lots of profanity.
I did yell across the parking lot and asked him.
If she had called me to talk a little more civil, we could have had a
But
better
when
agreement.
did she yell across the parking lot, actually? Same day?
Same day, yeah.
But
I
she
yelled
expected to
across
say,
the-
hey, honey.
Can I address that?
Mm-hmm.
I yelled across and asked him if he had $100 for the emergency visit. He said that, don't you have Medi-Cal? And I said, would I have Medi-Cal is none of your business. I have a share of cost.
That's right.
So
You're right, none of his business. Sir, you tell me what went down.
I was in my house. My baby son come running in. He tell me that Daryl had pushed his head down. I went out there and seen Daryl was crying, and he come running in the house after that. So I go out and I immediately tell Daryl, let's go apologize. So I made him apologize. He was crying, his nose was blood and everything. And she was upset, which is, I guess, understandable. And I think I took my son back in the house, and then by that time, when the paramedics came back out, I went back out there when the paramedics had arrived. And they had basically said that there's nothing they can do for him as far as, because they checked him out, they said he's alert, he's okay, they say you need to see a dentist. So that when I said that, I said, okay, well, let me go back in the house. So I went back in the house, and I think we were getting ready to leave somewhere, and that's when she was leaving the same time I was leaving. That's when she was hollering across the parking lot, telling me about I better have some ask for insurance because I'm going to have to pay for this. And I didn't say nothing about no Medicare. I don't even know nothing about no Medicare.
Okay, have you all discussed the money since?
No.
Ma'am, did you ever discuss?
Well, he
The
never
money?
come to me and talked to me about the incident. When he made the statement, boys will be boys, and when he said I had Medi-Cal, I assumed that he didn't want to talk to me civilly about this. To me, in my opinion, he's not leaving a good example for the children. My children have asked to play with his kids since then, and he refused to let my children play with his children, which I don't have a problem with. It was an accident that happened, and I want Gail to know that I'm not mad at him. Accidents happen. That's why we insure our vehicles. In case an accident happens, we can fix that accident. But I'm not upset with the children. Children will be children. But I'm upset with the father not being a parent and an adult and addressing it with me, knowing that I have an issue. He never came to my door and knocked on my door and asked me, do you need any help? Even when I yelled the phone
You
down.
want $5,000 today, and you would think that you would have approached him at some point and said, hey, here are the bills. Could you reimburse me for the bills? Could you pay the bills up front? You didn't do any of
Well,
that?
Your Honor, he's a big man, and I'm a small woman. And if I have an issue with a man, I'm going to take it to the
All
court.
right, I see it costs $194, yet you want $5,000.
What was $194?
Take a look.
First of all, I have Medi-Cal right now for my children, but with Obama in presidency and all the laws changing erratically like they are, I don't know that I'm going to have medical insurance for my son in the next couple
Got
months
it.
of years.
Let's go over that again, not Obama.
This right
now,
here-
once again, that you paid or charged $194 for. Once again, how do we get to $5,000? You haven't
There's
even
a
asked this man
statement
for
from
$1.
the judge.
Pardon me?
I mean, there's a statement from the dentist
That dentist?
showing that it would cost that in the future. to
That
get this.
dentist?
Yes, sir.
Okay, let's see that again. You just, the one I just gave you, just give that back. You gave me some
This
other.
is a bill. No, the paper that you need to see is what the doctor wrote out and typed.
What I need to see is the bill. Tell me what I need to see. I'm the judge today. I don't know what you're used to, but I'm the judge today. And the bill says you pay $194. And this little thing here that has no real letterhead, it says it's going to take $1,100 if and when he needs more teeth. I don't even give it much credibility.
Judge Mathis will give this verdict when we return. And coming up,
So what do you do now? Like if you finance a car, or you don't have any money for a car? What about a house or an apartment when you go for rent? Oh, you stay with them. So my point is, sir,